official reason they're giving, Zina?
Well, they said that the land had been expropriated for public use to build a special needs school. That was the official statement that they gave. But we just have to point out that there was no demolition order on the house. So the legal pretext is actually irrelevant here.
Yara, when we see this family story is not an individual story. There are many, many families who are also living with this threat. But this family, they tried really hard to say, okay, let's use the legal means in order to protect us. What did they do now?
I think Palestinians know that when they engage in the colonizers' legal regime, they're not really hoping for much or expecting much. It's a matter of buying time. It's one tool in a larger toolbox of resistance. And I think, over the many decades, we know that we can never achieve justice within the Israeli legal regime. It was designed for a specific purpose, and that is to maintain Jewish Israeli dominance over the Palestinian population. And so when Palestinians do engage in these very extreme tactics, it's about buying time and trying to raise awareness with the international community in the hope that there is some kind of outside pressure on the Israeli regime.
This is what I'm looking at, the local reaction to not a raid, but basically a family's home was demolished. So that's a whole lot more than a raid. But after that so-called raid, locals came out. Locals who were Palestinian, also locals who were Israeli Jewish as well, which is really important. You can see some of their reaction in a protest following the demolition. Take a look.
It's apartheid. Today we are facing a fierce attack in Sheikh Jarrah by settlers and the Israeli government. They want to evict the neighborhood in order to build 200 housing units.
Zina, when you were reporting this story, this incident, what did you see, what did you share with the Al audience online?
I actually woke up early that day at 6 a.m. and I had seen that the Israeli authorities were pulling out of the area, so I went there. They had closed off the entire area completely while they were raiding and demolishing the house afterwards. There were a few journalists. The family had left already. They arrested 4 family members, the head of the household, Mahmoud Salhiya, and 2 of his sons and his nephew as well. Sorry. It was extremely cold outside. My hands were hurting. So I was just thinking about how the family managed for 2 days to stand on top of their house to